The tradition continues.
Calvary Global to the world 24/7.
Tradition continues.
Calvary.
Sudan's Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan has declared the capital Khartoum free of the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces. The army says it has recaptured Khartoum Airport and a major RSF base that it said was the paramilitary's last major stronghold in the state. Hamas says its spokesperson Abdel Latif al-Qanour has been killed in an Israeli airstrike in northern Gaza's Jabalia. Meanwhile, the Israeli army has issued evacuation orders for multiple neighborhoods in Gaza City as it steps up its attacks on the enclave. At least 36 Palestinians have been killed in the latest strikes. US President Donald Trump has played down a security breach on messaging service Signal, stating that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth had nothing to do with it. There are growing calls for Hegseth to resign after sharing details of US strikes on Yemen in a group chat with other White House officials. A journalist who was mistakenly added to the group has released an additional transcript of the chat. Trump has placed a 25% tariff on cars not made in the US in a move set to fuel tensions with trading partners ahead of further promised levies next week. The tariffs on cars and car parts will start being collected on April 3rd. The US president has also imposed 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminium imports.
Yeah, we're going to have very strong policing, and it's pretty easy to do. If parts are made in America and a car isn't, those parts are not going to be taxed or tariffed. And we'll have very strong policing as far as that's concerned. For the most part, I think it's going to lead cars to be made in one location.
The Supreme Court in Brazil has ordered far-right ex-President Jair Bolsonaro to stand trial on charges of plotting a coup after failing to win re-election in 2022. If convicted, the 70-year-old, who had nurtured hopes of making a comeback in elections scheduled for next year, risks a jail term of more than 40 years.